company, but want to gaze on people and cry. I don't want to be the man who sits on the jury, with so many better ways of spending my time. I don't want to be the man who gives a decision. I get up and take a kick from looking at a cow. Although I would rather be in my baby's company, blankety blank, I'm on the jury now.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. This court is now in session. Don't dare to budge. Here comes the judge of musical discretion. Everybody rise.
In the name of the latest law of our nation, by far the greatest of legislation, this court of musical interpretation is ready to start the day. You men of the jury have been selected to sit in a body and keep protected the rights which might otherwise be neglected. So let your opinions be just. And as for the law, all of those who mock it will hardly find 30 days jail in their pocket. Without more ado, we'll proceed with the docket. And everyone's ready, I trust. The case of the Reverend Yes Indeeder versus Henry Whitewash, the choir leader. Our plaintiff and defendant in this action ready for legal satisfaction.
Yes?
Yes, sir!
Both of you step forward, please. What is your name?
Reverend Yes Indeed, of the congregation of the explicit faith in the river of Jordan.
Your name?
Henry Whitewash, Your Honor, and I don't see no sense in my...
Will the plaintiff take the witness stand, please?
Do you swear your evidence to be the truth?
I does.
Now, Reverend, will you tell the court the reason for your action?
Your Honor, last Sunday morning, I was in the midst of explaining to the brethren and the sisterins the story about how Samson beat the stuffings out of a tough bunch of Philadelphians. When suddenly I remembered that my lazy choir ain't done no singing yet. So I turns to this here no good piece of tripe and I says, look here, you supposed to be the choir leader, give us a song. Sure, he said. And immediately, he swings into something that upsets the dignity of my congregation.
That will do. Will the defendant take the chair?
Hey! Do you swear your evidence to be the truth?
I do.
Now, Henry Whitewash, what have you to say regarding this complaint?
Well, Mr. Judge, on this Sunday morning, the Reverend turns to me snappy and said, give me a song. So I give it to him, just as snappy. There's all I did. Swing low, big diary, come on, carry me home. Swing low, big diary, come on, carry me home.
Yeah, that's what
That will do. That will do. Gentlemen of the jury, in making your decision, you must apply the principles of musical precision. I must inform you that the music law has clearly stated that tempos of our solemn hymns cannot be violated. You've heard the plaintiffs' and defendants' cases spoken, and it's up to you to see if any great law has been broken.
I'm sure. Now I'm positive that.
No doubt. You heard him.
Now don't be stubborn.
Gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor. We find the defendant guilty.
Come forward, Henry Whitewash. You are hereby sentenced to sing forever through a megaphone.
Oh, Judge! Oh, Mr. Judge! Oh, Judge! Oh, Mr. Judge!
The next case our attention is centered upon is Mary Smith versus husband John. An action for legal separation. Perhaps another tabloid sensation. Will Mary and John Smith please step forward? Now, will you please tell me what brings you into court?
I want a divorce.
On what ground?
Polo.
You solemnly swear to nothing but the truth?
I do.
Now, Mrs. Smith, will you please tell us why you want a divorce?
Well, before John and I were married, our lives were all wrapped up in the better music, the classics. You see, John played the mandolin, and I turned the pages for him. But since we've been married, he's been spending a good deal of time with a Miss Syncopation. He gives me and the classics no more attention, and I want a divorce.
Mr. Smith, is this true?
Well, yes, Your Honor. But my intentions toward Miss Syncopation have been nothing but honorable. She stimulated me.
Mrs. Smith, I am quite familiar with the Miss Syncopation you refer to. And I assure you that if Mr. Smith paid any attention to her, he was only one of millions. Now, children, court is no place for people who are in love. You do love him, don't you?
Yes.
And you love her?
Yes, sir.
Then forget the little quarrels of the past and make up. You'll be so happy, you'll always sing, if you'll remember one little thing, a little kiss each morning, a little kiss each night. Why care if hard luck may be ahead, an empty cupboard, a crust of bread, a little kiss each morning, a little kiss each night. Dreams may disappoint you, as they often do. Kiss away your teardrops, you'll come smiling through. Though hair so youthful may turn to gray, keep saying, sweetheart, the same old way. A little kiss each morning, a little